Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to another weekly energy forecast and oracle card reading for the week of September the 26th to October the 2nd. So we just had a very, very big and powerful week with the equinox and then a new moon, and so much has been happening on an internal level and an energetic level, a collective level. So much has been happening. And before I do the card reading, I want to share with you a couple of key things that I think you should know about this coming week so you can really make the most out of the energies of this week. Because like I said, we just went through a massively big week with all these shifts happening. So moving forward, you will now also feel that great shift that happened. Because like I said, with the equinox last week, it didn't just shift in season, but it definitely shifted also with the energies. And that can be intensely felt this week. You will notice that the energy doesn't feel the same as these past couple of weeks. Things starting to move forward a little bit more. They're becoming more easier. You will feel that great shift that has happened because there's truly now a turnaround in the energy since Thursday, since the equinox. So if you have been feeling quite off balance, September really had quite the interesting energy with this whole integration to the new energies, the new soul template, and you may have felt quite challenging up until this point. But now with this equinox that we had last week, there's definitely that shift in energy that can be felt. So if you're waiting for that, you will definitely experience that this coming week. You're also now settling more into this new energy because the equinox brought with it the rebirth. The new moon brought with it the new beginnings, and it's all coming together this week. It's all basically coming home this week, and you're integrating that on an internal level. You're getting used to the new energies of you really connecting more with your soul's template, the new beginnings that are now happening. You will feel that on an internal level. Now, you may still feel a little slowed down though, because we're still in Mercury retrograde. So you're not meant to, forge ahead and start any new projects or anything like that. But you can definitely feel that shift. Like I said, you're still integrating all that has been happening with the equinox. We're still Mercury retrograde. There's still a lot of integration happening, and each day brings an opportunity for you to integrate even more, because there's so much it offered. This month is all about that integration of really aligning to a new soul's template and moving forward. As we're then moving into October, it's now these last few days of the month of September. It's really important that you make the most out of it. So each day you're being given opportunities to integrate even more, to really allow all that has happened of this month to really settle in, so you get used to that new you that you really emerged out of all that has been happening with the equinox, the new moon, and just September energy, Mercury retrograde. I mean, this month is just a power month of all these cosmic events that you may be happy when this month is over. I cannot blame you if you do, but just make the most out of it. Allow yourself to expand into that energy, like daily. Maybe take a few minutes to tune in, to get used to that, the shifts that happen. Tune into the energy. Allow yourself to expand internally and energetically. Like imagine that you're tuning into your heart. Imagine your light is expanding even more, even wider. That's the key things I want to mention to you before we go into the card reading, just so you're aware of it. So let's get into the card reading. Let's see what else the cards would like to tell us about the key energies of this week. So if you can just tune in, get centered, get grounded, open yourself up, maybe even set some intentions of what else would you like to receive from this card reading. And I'm just going to ask our team of guides to support us in this, to step forward and connect with us, to give us guidance through these cards of the key energies of this week, of what we most need to be made aware of, so we can really be more empowered as we go through this week. So today I'm only going to do a 3-card reading with the core energies, beginning of the week, midweek, and end of the week. So at the beginning of the week, we have moving towards the light. Now, with everything going on, it's quite easy that you may feel deflated in a way. You may have doubts coming up and things just don't seem that they're working in your favor, that maybe you're feeling really stuck in your life. Now, for one, like I said, a lot has happened this month. A lot has shifted. A lot has happened on an internal level. And it's, of course, it can be very easy that the monkey mind is jumping in and telling you all kind of nonsense that, why are you going through this? This is nonsense, it's not working, or any of those things. Now, here, at the beginning of the week, the invitation is really about moving towards the light. And what that means is focus on your vision. Focus on where you would like to go, the life that you would like to create, the life that you would like to call forth, and move towards that. Now, when I look at this card, I mean, if you see this card, you see that pathway, right, going towards the light. And there's so many things right next to it. And here it's like it's easy to be distracted by the shiny object syndrome, right? When you see this, like, oh, this is exciting, let's go there. And you may try to move off the path, or you try to be distracted. And even on a daily basis, you may have so much distraction going on in your life. And here it's really to focus on that light, to focus on the light within you, to focus on the light within each challenge, each opportunity. Focus on the light within everything, and then keep your eyes really on where you want to go. Yes, there are going to be challenges. Yes, there are going to be obstacles. Yes, there are going to be good things and bad things that are happening along the way. But when you allow yourself to really see the light within everything, because even the challenging times, even let's say you are really challenged right now with all the energies that are going on. I got to tell you, I've been feeling very challenged this month, ever since until the equinox. That's when I felt that shift. But this month was very challenging for me. There was a lot of karmic stuff coming up for me. So if you are challenged, just know you're not alone in this. The more sensitive you are, the more you feel, the more you experience, and it can be challenging. But here's still keep moving forward. Keep seeing the good things in each and every situation, because even those challenging moments that you're experiencing, they are meant to help you. They're meant to teach you something. They're meant to help you move forward, or they're meant to also tell you, hey, you've kind of, moved off the path. Let's go back onto the path, right? So welcome all the opportunities for you to grow, for you to help you really be more steadfast in who you are, in your desires as well, and then keep moving forward. But so here, the invitation about the beginning of the week is truly about moving towards the light. Focus up on the life that you want. And here maybe do some visualization, like really imagine that beautiful life that you would like to experience. And there are no limitations. There are truly no limitations. The only limitation is what you put onto yourself. But beginning of the week is all about moving towards the light and seeing the light within each opportunity, which each challenge, and all of those things. Then the midweek is all about learning. Now, you have probably already experienced a lot this month, all that has been happening, and a lot has been coming up for you. And maybe here there's an invitation to then also look at what can you learn from this, because in order to move forward, in order to reach the life, the desire, the destination where you want to go to, the life that you want to create for yourself, there are certain things that you still need to learn. And this is not so much about taking a course, reading a book or something like that, but it's more so about that internal learning, uncovering what are those blocks that are holding you back, what are those limitations that are holding you back, and then what can you do to move through that. But then also looking at those challenges and see, well, what can I learn from this? Because September, with this integration that we've been going through, and then also moving now into October, we had to learn a lot of those old lessons because in order to integrate more and align to this new soul's template, we have to let go of the stuff that no longer serves us. So now is the opportunity, the mid of the week, is to tune in and look at those lessons that you have learned this month. Look at the things that you have uncovered about yourself, the challenges, the things that maybe are no longer in alignment with you and who you want to be in the life you want to create. And then do what you feel called to do to move past it. And here too, when it comes to the learning, dive deep into your toolbox, or because you already have a toolbox of knowledge. You already know certain things, whether it's, let's say, you feel very ungrounded. Well, go to your toolbox, do more grounding. If you're feeling that you're being held back, you're having limiting beliefs or fears and doubts, well, go back into your toolbox. You already know a lot of the things that can help you break through it. And if go through my list of videos here on this channel, there are a lot of activations included to help you break through certain things. I teach certain topics around breaking through your blocks and limitations and those type of things. Or then here you can maybe read a book or take a course or do what you feel called to do to help you move forward. But there is a period now also for that internal learning. So it's not just about that external learning about books and courses, working with someone or anything like that, but there's also an internal learning, because now with this shift that has been happening, this integration that has happened, well, you got to learn more about who you now are, this new you. You've got to rediscover or get to know your new you. And this also is an offer midweek. The focus is upon learning and then apply what you have learned. And what I mean with applying is, well, if you uncovered certain things that are out of alignment, don't fit, well, then you know what you need to do to adjust that, to get back into alignment. So far we have beginning of the week moving towards the light, and then the learning midweek. Now, the energy of the end of the week is, well, it's energy. How beautiful is that, right? It's, you are emanating certain frequencies based on how you feel, how you what you say, how you think, all of those things, because your thoughts are so powerful. Have you ever noticed that when you have good thoughts, well, you're feeling really good, right? You're feeling lighter, you're feeling more vibrant. But then when you're having those negative thoughts of limitation, of lack, fear, and those type of things, you feel maybe like that small, you're feeling kind of crumbled down, kind of restricted. Well, that's basically what I'm talking about. And here the focus of the end at the end of the week is all about focus on your energy, focus on what you're sending out, because what you send out, your energy, whatever you're sending out, that's what you then call forth. Where, if you know anything about law of attraction, is like attracts like. You attract what you're a vibrational match to. So if you are constantly having negative thoughts, negative feelings, and you're always in lack and limitation and fear and worry, and I get it right now, I mean, there's so much going on that causes a lot of uncertainty, a lot of worry, a lot of fear in many people. Maybe not yourself, but maybe the people that you're around maybe emanate that too. And you will notice also, when you're around these people, that you're maybe feeling that constricted energy. Now, just be sure that you do what you can do to keep your energy upbeat, on a higher level frequency, or otherwise you're going to start attracting things that you really don't want. So at the end of the week is truly about focus on your energy, because you are always sending out signals. You're always telling the universe what you want to attract based on how you feel. So really align yourself to those higher level frequencies. And it goes hand in hand with the cards for this entire week is, I mean, moving towards the light, right? Focusing on the light within the challenge, within everything that's going on, seeing the beauty that's all around you, learning and applying what you have learned, and then watching your energy, focusing on that higher level energy. This is so beautiful because, like I said, much happened this past week. This entire month has been quite transformational on so many different levels. And I would like to know from you, how has this month been for you? Have you grown tremendously, or have you experienced certain shifts? I would love to know. Leave me a comment below. Let me know. I would love to know. So as I said, this week is all about really letting it all settle in, all that has happened. Now, like I said, you may still feel a little held back. You may still feel a little slowed down, which is perfect, because when you're feeling slowed down, and like I said, we're still Mercury retrograde, it gives you the opportunity to maybe look more at the situations that you're experiencing in your life and see the light within it, see the lessons within it, learn what you need to learn, and then pay attention to your energy. right? So this is a beautiful week now where we're really aligning to all the shifts that have happened, which will then really move us then into October, which is going to be then a completely different energy period anyways. So just prepare yourself for that, because once Mercury retrograde is over, and Mercury retrograde comes to an end actually on October the 2nd anyways, and then of course we have the 2 weeks after that, the little window to finish up anything that you haven't been able to work through during Mercury retrograde. But the most intense period is about to end of this week. So I know you probably can't wait for Mercury retrograde to be over with. I hope it wasn't too difficult for you this period, but here you go. You have the energies of the week. You have some insights into the key things to know about this week. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, maybe even share it with someone that you think could benefit from hearing this. But now, how can you make the most of this week? I want to invite you, maybe today, maybe beginning of the week, sit down and set some intentions for the week to come. What would you like to call forth? What would you like to experience? Going back over these cards that I just mentioned to you, maybe tuning into each one and see, well, what else does this spark within you? Let the card really speak to you, the topic of the card. Let it speak to you, and maybe journal about that. But just be prepared that this week, you may still want to take some time each day, and ideally you want to continue doing this even after this week is over, but where you tune in on a daily basis, just settle within that newness that is now unfolding, because you have changed, you have been activated, you are still integrating. So just take that time each day just to kind of connect with soul, connect with yourself, and then imagine expanding your energy field, expanding yourself, like even imagine yourself growing bigger and brighter. Shine your light more, like really imagine your light being turned up, really, really bright, and then shining out pretty wide. That's something that you can do on a daily basis. But like I said, set some intentions for this week and just go with the flow. Like I said, this week is still a little slower, so just go with the flow. Listen to your soul, as your soul will guide you off what is to your highest and greatest good. And here I want to invite you, trust that, and then act upon the guidance that you receive. Okay, so here you go. You have the card reading for this week, the forecast for this week. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate, maybe even share it with someone that you think that can benefit from it. But I'm so grateful that you were here. And I do want to mention for you to check out this video here about the 6 tips on how you can really get clear on what you truly want and then align yourself to it so you can really manifest that into your life. I think you're going to love it. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make it an amazingly abundant, successful day. Namaste.